Hi guys, I'm Shmi and good morning to you at the start of my next little adventure. This one is all about the new Ford Focus RS as I head to the 2016 Le Mans 24-hour to join Ford and the Chip Ganassi Racing team, who have 4 of the new GT race car taking part in the GTE class. This is actually the 50th anniversary year of the legendary 1-2-3 podium finish of the Ford GT40 in 1966. So it's a pretty special one, and I thought it seemed quite appropriate to drive down and join Ford in the Focus RS. We'll take a quick look at the car, but we're going to be heading out down through the Eurotunnel across to France, because today I'm heading to Paris. Something pretty special going on in Paris that we'll get to, and the Ford Focus RS is the right car to take me there. So what do we have? The 2.3 litre EcoBoost, 350 horsepower, 440 newton meters of torque, top speed 165 miles per hour, and it'll get to 0 to 62 in 4.7. The car has all-wheel drive, a lot more torsional rigidity that's been added in the RS version, but it's a pretty nice looking thing. This car finished in the stealth grey paintwork, ready and set for today's drive. I can tell you from my first little bit of this journey heading out of London this morning, it's a fruity little thing, sounds very nice, you get some good crackles out of it. So I'll give a few impressions, but I think most of my driving sort of thoughts about the car will come in tomorrow's piece when we're down on our way in towards Le Mans. You can see there are lots of other people doing exactly the same thing today, just casually parked up here on our way down to the Eurotunnel, where I'm anticipating a little bit of traffic, but at least we've got the Focus RS to do it in. We'll jump in now and just fire the car up. Hear how it sounds. Got the key. Left-hand drive car, of course, from the HQ in Cologne. I actually went down to the factory for the launch of this car last year with Ken Block. So manual, of course, I should point that out. 6-speed manual gearbox in here. Start it up. Alrighty, let's get ourselves ready and we'll head out onto the motorway to the Eurotunnel. So then, this is really bad. We're on the entrance to the Eurotunnel, and I've had traffic jams here before. In fact, notably, when I came on the Easter weekend over to Germany for Car Freitag, I was queuing, but the queue started a very long way up ahead. So if we're queuing from back here, my estimate is that this is going to be at least an hour or two before I even get to the check-in desk, let alone get onto the train. A little bit disheartened right now. At least I've got the this lovely little car to keep me company. Maybe I'll get so bored that I'll be showing you through it all now rather than tomorrow. But I rather fear this is going to be a longer drive to France than I would like it to be today. Getting there slowly. It's been about an hour and a quarter so far, an hour and 20 minutes in the queue. So about what I expected. But I will get to the train, which is always exciting, and then into France. Traffic into Paris. We've arrived in Paris, and we have to deal with the legendary Étoile, the roundabout round the Arc de Triomphe, which just has cars. It's carnage. Look in front of us. Like, this makes absolutely no sense at all. It never does, but it is quite entertaining to see and experience and just watch the carnage. Drive's been alright. You can see there's been a bit of rain, and now it's time. I don't even know who's beeping or why. Now it's time to go and find something pretty special. We're going to meet up with the Pagani Huayra Pearl, a one-off Huayra. Let's go find it. 488 and 2 Californias in front of it. Supercars of Paris as we head down the Champs-Élysées. Not too much further to go. We've parked up in this rather beautiful setting in front of the Invalides, because right in front of me here is the car that we have come to Paris to see. This is the Pagani Huayra Pearl, a special one-off commissioned via Refined-Marques, who have very kindly invited me to come and take a look at this car, of course with the permission of the owner. But what a special car it is. There are only 100 Huayras to start,
the twin turbocharged V12, 730 horsepower, insane work of art. And this is even more special because it has been customized and made bespoke for the owner. So let me take you on a quick look around and show you some of the sort of customizations that have been made. You've got the blue carbon fiber bodywork, which obviously Pagani do to the finest quality. You've got some changes to the aerodynamics, so you've got the extended front splitter like the Huayra BC with the Pearl logo etched there on the front, which is just amazing. That's stunning. You've got some new sort of vents through the bonnet. As we come round the side, there's an additional aerodynamic piece down here just at the back of the side skirt. One of the biggest things, the Zonda Cinque carbon fiber roof scoop. So this is a Huayra with the roof scoop from the Zonda Cinque, which just looks brilliant, sucks the air obviously in towards the engine. And that brings us to these, the new style wing on the back, the two-piece reminiscent of the Zonda S, two-piece wing over the top of the aerodynamic flaps that can still do their work underneath. And the additional downforce from this is countered by this new two-part diffuser down at the rear as well, beneath. Some pretty spectacular looking exhaust pipes. There's a new exhaust system, but the purple tint to the Quad X's there is amazing. Let's just have a little look inside. And I'm sorry for using so many adjectives here because that's really how I feel. This car is spectacular and a beautiful, beautiful thing to be looking at. We've got sort of triple tone, I suppose, in here. We've got the cream and the blue leathers mixed with plenty of carbon fiber. The carbo titanium tub here in the center, all around the center. The Sonos Faber hi-fi system, which is a spectacular work of art as well as the sound it makes. And I mean, it's still got the protective covers on the seats because the car is so new, but inside Huayras, it's just such a beautiful place. I've been lucky enough to have a drive in one once. And the turbo whooshes and everything, just spectacular. Close the door down, the gull-wing doors. What an amazing, amazing machine Refined-Marques have been involved in making here. Oh, wonderful. I'm so pleased to have got here to Paris. It's dried up after the rain and been able to take a look at this car. Just walk around it, take it all in. And an F12 drives by. That sounds good, right. Let's jump in. Here we are. This car, even just cruising like this slowly in the city centre, words don't describe what a sort of amazing machine it is. Everybody is obviously looking at it because it stands out in such an incredible way, but it's spectacular. And as I know from previous experience, in fact, I joined Pirelli at Estoril to go for some hot laps in the Huayra BC. That was just mental. These cars, breathtaking. Truly, truly breathtaking. Just every detail, you know, even the way to open the door is this lovely little lever, all the handles, the speaker systems, its own work of art. The glove box you open by pulling this and that pulls out. Imagine what the sound of that scoop is like if you're at full chat in this car. It must be incredible. The
Huayra Pearl has headed back home, so I'm going to wrap up today's drive. It was a long one with the delays at the Eurotunnel, but it's been quite fun driving the Focus RS. Now, at the beginning, I said I was going to do an in-depth piece with this car to follow, and now I sort of feel like I've learnt it a little bit. I found some foibles, and I found a lot of things I like an awful lot about this thing. So I'll go through all of those in tomorrow's piece, because I think it's a car that there's a lot of interest in, and there's a lot to say, and it has some crazy tech stuff as well. So it's a pretty cool piece of kit. Today, weather in Paris, thank you for being sunny. Awesome to be able to have a look at the Huayra Pearl as well, so a big thanks to Refined-Marques for that opportunity. Hope you've enjoyed the first part of this adventure towards Le Mans, where it's all going to kick off. So tomorrow, we're going to drive there. I'm going to talk about the car on our way. Then when we get to Le Mans, there's a lot going on over the weekend. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting. The Ford GTs have put in some pretty impressive performance sort of through the practice sessions so far. So it should be quite an exciting one. That is it for today though. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers! Audi have released the upgraded version of the RS6, the RS6 Performance, which is what this. Of course, we've got the Brabus 500 G500 4x4, where they